And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Cousins now on second down. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that, because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So after the INT, it's Brees. Buying time to his left. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Brees. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thomas. That's the intended target. And now out comes Minnesota. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Flushed out right and avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Bring the energy.
On the carry, it's Cook. And some room to work. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Let's go.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down. Here's Cousins. And he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. These two teams, of course, met in the much-dissected NFC Divisional Round game a season ago, and they also met in the Monday night opener last year. And Adrian Peterson's return to Minnesota, gosh, that seems like a lifetime ago. It was actually Peterson's replacement, though, Dalvin Cook, who went for 127 yards in a 29-19 Viking victory. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and try to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Second down, Cousins. Looking for his tight end, Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Avoids him at the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his second season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding it.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down.
Zebra. Black.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And some room to roam now. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. A handoff. It's Murray. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Let's go. We're going. Let's go. Got four down. Check. Line out. Check.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins. It's caught by Treadwell. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down.
Let's go. We got four. Hey, Steamer. Left.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey. Four down. Gun.
They run the counter with Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's got the first down inside the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. On first down, Breeze. And Breeze lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Ready? You ready?
To play in a tightly contested first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now Breeze on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Fielded at about the 28. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Minnesota. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. And now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Wide.
Cousins on first down. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's go. Yellow.
A first down throw for Cousins. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Alex Anzalone leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Vikings on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hey, flipper. Gun. Check that. Is it hard?
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Now he's got it underneath to his running back, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This one from 48 yards away. Carlson able to put this one through. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Carlson now to kick this one away. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Now the ball comes loose, and the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Easy.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Breeze now. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And Lutz puts this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Play action now, Cousins. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And now out comes Minnesota. Back to it after the pick six. Cousins finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
On 1st and 10, Cousins throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Cook. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Breeze now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. That's complete to Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field. And really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And now out comes Minnesota. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people are wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Let's go. Black, E2.
Cousins now on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
First down, here's Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Listen to me.
2nd down, Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
You got 4. You got 4. Spurs. Go ahead.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Right back to him on 1st down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Let's go. Four down. Nathan. Check it out, me. Right here, guys. Fight 51.
Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Vikings on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Let's go, let's go. Gun.
This is Murray. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Demario Davis there on the stop.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Let's go, let's go. Yellow.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. And the Saints signal for another timeout, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Vikings on third down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
We're going. Let's go.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Move. Motion.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The kick by Carlson is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
21.
He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Ready, under, you ready? 12. 11.
They'll look to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The tight end Josh Hill was the target, and it's third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This to tie things up in the final minute. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that's going to tie things at 20. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans, set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way down. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
They start the drive with Cook, and he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Let's go. Okay, we're good.
They run, Cook, and he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Yellow.
What can Cousins do in the OT? Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here we go. Good set.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And that's off the mark, incomplete. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Ball so close but incomplete. Could have been a big turnover in overtime if he'd held on. Instead, though, it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. And now out comes Minnesota. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This time it's 3rd and 3. Cousins now. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 yards there and a 1st down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they said it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the J's.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
Let's go. Hey. 4 down. Lucky 48. Watch the quit. Leave it. Ring up 48. 36. 51.
They pitch it out to Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. This to win it in overtime.